Can you use hypnosis for anxiety? Yes, you can. Next, I'll show you how. This is my second video on anxiety. Do go back to the previous one and watch that one. Welcome to my channel. I'm Mike, so please you could join me. Please do subscribe. You'll be notified of any videos coming up and you'll also be helping me as well. So does hypnosis work for anxiety and panic attacks? The short answer is yes, hypnosis does work for anxiety and panic attacks. There are many reasons for anxiety and panic attacks, and your therapist will need to know what they are before they can help you. Some common treatments for anxiety and panic attacks are the use of regression and revivification. When you're in trance, you may go back in time in your mind. Now, are you actually experiencing the events, or is it a memory? For example, is it regression or revivification? Regression occurs when you have disassociated memories of a past event. When you're talking trance, you're usually in the past tense, so you'll be unemotional. Another way you can tell if you're in regression is that you'll have the body language and tone of an adult. Your therapist can intentionally use regression to get you back to a traumatic, sensitizing event in a safe manner. Revivification is when you remember an event, but you're associated to it. This means that your experience is real to you. Your language will be in the present tense, as if the event is happening now. You might get emotional, and your body language and tone will be that of the child you were at the time. Some therapists may use revivification to get you right back to the sensitizing event. Now, I personally wouldn't use this method with any of my clients because I cannot know exactly if this was the real event or no. It's also not very kind on you. Now, during my hypnotherapy training, I practiced intentional revivification with a Brazilian chap. And now we knew he was in revivification because he was speaking Portuguese. He had obviously gone back to the time before he learned English. One of the methods that hypnotherapists will use is a bridge method. It's a nicer way of using regression and revivification. Here I would suggest that you go back to a time just before the incident. Now, it's important that you go back to a time of your choosing. I would then suggest that you move forward in time to the traumatic incident. I would closely watch your body language or biofeedback as you approach the event. Now, above all, I would make sure I use clean language. As soon as you reach the beginning of the sensitizing event, I would suggest that you pause just before the event. Then I would ask you to jump out and forward to just after the event. I'll then ask you where you are and what is happening. I'll ask you to look forward to the future, to see your adult self. Then I would ask you to ask your adult image to walk back towards you as a child, just after the sensitizing event. I would then reframe the incident and I would get you to come back to the present by using the following script. All these symptoms are just coping strategies which have served you now. You no longer need them anymore. Finally, I would use some of the positive resources that I gained from the initial consultation. A slight variation on the bridge method is when you experience anxiety in the present, but you don't know what causes it. It may have the roots in the past event. For instance, a driving instructor gets anxious when he drives up a certain hill. There's no rational reason for this, but there may be something locked away in his past. First, under hypnosis, I would ask you to feel the same anxiety. See what you saw, feel what you felt, hear what you hear, for the last time. Then I would suggest you go back into a time when you first had those feelings, where were you? What was happening? For instance, our driving instructor was a small child at a fun fair and he was scared of the Big Dipper. Then I would get you to go back as your present self to the event. Here, I would reframe it and then bring you forward and back. You would now be cured of the cause of that anxiety or panic attack. Hey, thanks for watching. If you did like this or got value from it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.